All right, gang, you can see we already have our brisket trimmed up. I was gonna do the full trimming process on the video, but I thought it was gonna make the video too long. And plus, if you wanna see an excellent way to trim a brisket for a competition video, not that this is a full competition trim, I want you to go over and check out my buddy CJ, Mama and Papa Joe. CJ is one heck of a mean competition cook. Just RGC'd at the Houston Rodeo last month, so that was great for them. And he'll give you a better tutorial, let me put it that way, on how to trim this brisket. I am going to be injecting this with LC Barbecue's Angry Bull. I need to go inside and get my beef stock that I'm going to mix this with. I'll bring you back when we come out and start injecting. All right, so let's go ahead and get this injected. I did start in a couple spots here, but we are just going to get our needle in. Checkerboard pattern all the way across. And there we go. I've used this Angry Bull quite a few times the last year and a half. I think I've gone through probably 4 bottles of Phil's injections. So it's good stuff. I like it. I'm happy with it. So I don't know if you can see it on camera, but how much this thing is plumping up. And the nice thing, one of the reasons I have it in the pan is, you guys know, easy cleanup. But the other thing is, any of this injection that leaks out is what we are going to use for our binder. So let me get this finished injecting. I'm gonna bring you back. I told you we were going with a layer of Uncle Steve's Lucky Shake, followed by thick meat and his smoke bomb. So let me get this done. Let me get this flipped over, because I'm going to start on the fat cap side, which I did leave about 1/4 inch of fat on there. Some spots it got a little thinner, but that's all right. And we're going to cook this on our Char griller Akorn Kamado. So we are going to get that fired up, get the coals going in that, but we'll bring you back for the seasoning portion. All right, gang, you can see we have, let me grab this a little closer for you. You can probably see it in the bottom there. We have a little, extra moisture of the injection that did not, it leached out a little bit, and that's fine. I made 2.5 cups of injection. I probably have maybe 1/4 cup back there. So this brisket took it really well. All right, like I said, first layer, Lucky Shake from Uncle Steve's. This is at a little larger grain, which is gonna help with your bark. Come over at the thick meat, a little finer grain, a little cayenne in there. I think it's going to work out very well. And then for the smoky, little extra smokiness, will be the smoke bomb. All right, I'm going to let this sit and kind of tack up on the fat side while we go out and start our coals and set up the grill. Then we'll come back, season the other side. All right, while our brisket's sweating in, I do have the charcoal going outside. Let me talk to you a little bit about this ChefsTemp Quad XPro remote thermometer. The nice thing is you get your 3 meat probes and 1 pit probe with it. Now, if you saw in the last shot, you see that thermostat on the Akorn says almost 700 degrees. That was with no charcoal in it, so I'm guessing, I'm just going on a hunch here, that that's off by a couple degrees. So we're going to monitor our pit temp with the temp probe. You'll see that when we put the brisket on. But everything's coming up nice. I'm going to get the deflector pan in with a water pan underneath, primarily where the brisket's going to sit, and start checking our temps. I'll give you a few pictures of this at the end of the video. We'll let you know how it goes. All right, stay tuned. One thing, let me show you about the remote. Hopefully you can pick this up. Right now we are sitting at 270 degrees on the pit. We are doing it fairly hot and fast, so we want to be 275 to 300. And as you can see, it's 52 degrees outside this morning. Now it is only 10:15 in the morning. We are supposed to be a high 72, 74, something like that today. So this little remote job is kind of nice. It's supposed to be able to transmit up to 500 feet. I used it last week. I was a good 200 feet away and never had a problem with it. So far, so good. But we will be checking the accuracy of it against a couple of our other thermal pens. I'll let you know the results of that. Probably not gonna video that part, but I will let you know. So if this thing will hold right at 270, I'm gonna be one happy camper. Now, back to cooking. All right, we're tacked up good on the fat side. So let's go ahead, get this side seasoned up. I already did the edges, gang. There's nothing pretty about watching somebody do the edges, so. All right, that was our lucky. Here's our thick meat. And our smoke bomb. Now, one thing about it, guys, you can check out Uncle Steve's website. It's unclesteveshake.com. He does have a one of everything package right now. If you have a specific flavor you want in mind, let him know. Tell him Daddy Dutch sent you, and he might, just might, throw a little something extra for you in there. So, we're gonna let this tack up. I had the lid open for a little bit. It's coming back up. We're at 259 right now. And we're up to 54 degrees outside, so it's warming up. So, 10 minutes, bring it back. We're gonna get this put on the Akorn. We will get a temp probe put in it. And we will go from there. See you soon. All right, everybody, brisket sweat in. We're running right at 280 on the cooker. So let's burp this lid. You can see our meat probe in the back. Let's get this devil on here. Right to the center. Get our meat probe in. Put it in bed. We'll bring it back when we check it. Probably about an hour and a half. See you then. All right, we're down a little bit here. The wind's been playing havoc. So I'm gonna just crack the top a little more. Let's take a look at this brisket on it. Nice and plump. A little bit of pooling right there. We'll take care of that. But that part's not quite set yet. So we're gonna let this go. It's been an hour and a half, and we will bring you back another hour. We're sitting at 114 internal, so not too bad. All right, let's take a look here. I just had the lid open, so it's coming back up to temp, but we're sitting right under 160 degrees. It's been about 4 hours. I'll move that, get it out of the shadow. You're gonna be able to see that a little better. Coming back up, so let's take a look at our brisket here. There we go. Bark setting nicely. Lid open. There she So far so good. The wind is playing a little havoc out here, but we're gonna power through it and make it work. Like I said, this one doesn't work so well. So thankfully with the ChefsTemp, there's a little closer view of it. Set it up, set your high limit, low limit. There you go. So we're going to get ready to wrap here. It'll be a double foil, and we will put a little of this in our foil, which this is 1 part beef broth to 3 parts water. Okay, so we'll bring you back when we're ready to wrap. All right, by the previous shot, the picture, you saw we hit 165 internal. We're gonna use our spatula. We're gonna double up this foil. Let me get rid of this cooking rack real quick. All right, we're gonna start to make a little boat here. So we can spray in our spritzing liquid. Spray it around the sides, not on the meat, so we keep that bark. There we go. Just a little bit in there to help it. Like I said, nice, tight, double wrap. The way we braise, and we don't steam. All we did is unplug the temp probe from the thermometer. We'll just wrap around it. We have a plenty long enough lead. All right, just like that. Now we're gonna put this back on the cooker. And when it hits about 195, we're gonna start using our Instant Read, start probing it, checking for tenderness. After that, we're gonna let it rest and slice it up. So we'll get you a couple more shots, but right now, looking good. Wind's playing a little havoc outside. Picked up to about 20 miles an hour, so I'm having to adjust vents a little more, but I think we're gonna be okay. All right, everybody, just a quick little update for you. You can see I got the Kamado out. Been probing the brisket with the Instant Read since it hit 196. Still a little tight. So what we did is we opened up the foil so we can reset that bark a little bit. It just hit 199 and it's probing nice and easy. So I'm gonna give it a couple minutes, set up the bark. We're gonna set it here and let it hang out for a couple hours. This Kamado will keep food to temp for 4 hours. So I have no worries there. After it's rested, we're gonna slice it up and bring it back. All right, gang, let's see how we did on this brisket. The bark set up fairly nicely. I'm fairly happy with that. Let's get a few slices in here. Ooh. We do have a nice smoke ring on it. Sorry, you can see it was a nice day here. The flying livestock are in full effect. A couple damn flies already. So the bark is staying on really nice. I'm very happy with that. Slicing nice. A lot of times at competition, I don't even use my regular knives anymore. I've gone to the dark side with the electric knife. But I switch things around here because I'm right-handed, otherwise I'd be cutting in the blind and you guys couldn't see anything. So let's take a look at this. See what we got. You can see the juice dripping off it. Pulls apart nice. Let's give it a try. I am definitely happy with that. So, there you go, gang. The 1K brisket. This is mine. Can't wait to see what everybody else has. I know that saw a few pictures on Facebook from Lance at Sleeper Barbecue. Things are looking good out there. So, until next time, y'all take care. We'll see you down the road.